Hello, so today we're going to do a chatty get ready with me, and we're going to look at two of the new Givenchy 9-pan eye palettes. This one and this one. So if you want to see how I got these looks, then stick around. So we're going to get right into it. Hi, I'm Mona, and this is About Face with Mona. This is the channel geared towards everything for mature women: beauty, skincare, and lifestyle. I am not a makeup artist. I am just a makeup enthusiast. I'm just your everyday woman trying to age as gracefully as I can. Trying to discover products that work and give the most positive results for this chapter in my life. Right now, the chapter in my life is a pause, right? We're all going through what I call the pause. It is a pause in the normal life as we know it. Everything right now is different. Different is not always bad. Of course, there are bad things happening. There always are. If you're fortunate enough to be able to work from home or to be getting paid while this is going on and you have your basic needs met, then perhaps you will be able to enjoy the pause and look at the silver lining in the cloud and find time to strengthen yourself emotionally, physically, intellectually, spiritually. You know, we can find time to read books, to explore interests that maybe we have, but in the hustle and bustle of everyday life we don't get a chance to really get into. Read a good book, watch some good movies, get 8 hours of sleep at night, reconnect through FaceTime, through social media with people that we usually just don't have time to really talk to and check on, you know, phone calls. We can take time to strengthen ourselves. I've been doing a workout program every morning, and I do this channel as a hobby. You guys that engage with me in the comments, I consider you my friends. I consider you my YouTube family, and I love having you here. I will never be one of those big YouTubers or use this channel to make money, because I simply don't have that finesse, right? I lack that polish, that skill at editing, or the fancy equipment. But what I can give you is real, honest feedback and information on products and my best opinions and new discoveries. So I don't want to put any pressure on anybody to buy any makeup at this point in time, because makeup is definitely low in the priority list. However, what I do want to encourage you is to actually get up in the morning and get ready and put some kind of face on. It can be, you know, if you never wear makeup, well, of course this doesn't apply to you, but if you normally wear some makeup, wear some makeup now. Try to keep your routines. Try to keep some sense of normalcy, some sense of control in a time when some of the control has been taken away, and that helps us feel better. I am not saying if you're not a makeup wearer that you should be wearing makeup or that you need makeup. What I'm just saying is that sticking to some of our normal routines during a time when so much is out of our control can help us feel better. And when we look a certain way, you know, our best version of ourselves, it doesn't have to be makeup to the nines. It can be just a little blush and powder and lip gloss and brushing our hair and putting some clothes on. We just tend to feel better. And as somebody who has worked from home for a long time, I'm either working from my home office or I'm traveling on the road. For somebody who works at home a lot, I know that if you don't do these things, that, you know, it can cause depression to set in, or melancholy, and just a feeling of yuck. Today we are looking at the two new Givenchy palettes, and I have to tell you, just disclaimer, I think these are my favorite two palettes. I think these are my favorite two palettes that I have in my collection. Until I was 48, right before I started YouTube, I had never bought an expensive palette, any other palette from the drugstore, or there was an MLM company that I was part of for a little while, and I kind of got into makeup around that time and skincare. And other than that, the whole rest of my life, I never purchased any expensive makeup product or skincare product. Had never been in a Sephora. Through 48 years old, had never been in a Sephora or an Ulta or purchased high-end makeup. So when you see me wearing some high-end makeup now, I am not a high makeup snob. I am okay with any kind of makeup and feel like you can wear the cheapest to the most expensive, and you know, you can look your best with any of it. So I am enjoying some of those higher end products, but I definitely don't think you need them to look your best. And let me know if you would prefer to see me do some looks with some drugstore products or some Etsy products or some small business products. I will say, as we look at these though, I don't have as much experience as some with high-end products, but these palettes have been so beautiful. I like them, the quality of them, better than any of the other palettes that are in my collection or that I have ever used. And there's one more palette, one more color that I'd like to get. I like these better than the Chanel palettes. I like these better than any palettes that I own. So I know this is chatty. I said it would be a chatty get ready with me. This is just friends hanging out and spending time together. I'd really like to know some of the ideas that you guys might like to see in future videos. I am wondering if you want me to stay on the makeup train, or if you're feeling like that's not sensitive to people's budgets and that we should be looking at other things like how to office from home, how to work out at home during this time, how to stay fit at 50, how budget-friendly meals. I actually own an Instapot and am used to making quick meals on the go for my family in between work calls, so I could do videos on that, making meals stretch, quick, easy meals. There's lots of things that we could do besides makeup. You just need to let me know what it is that you're interested in seeing at this time. I just want to make sure that I can grab your attention and keep it, because spending time with you is some of my favorite times. In the comments, the people who take time to really comment and tell me about themselves and what's going on and ask about my mom, or Silver Witch touched my heart. A lot of you have touched my heart. I know that my hair looks abysmal today. I don't have any of my dream coat in it. I washed my hair and I let it dry. I got tired and I fell asleep, and I did not blow dry it out. I did not put any products in it and slept on it wet. And then this morning I went to the cemetery to put some Easter presents out for my dad at his grave, bring him some new flowers, and the weather is supposed to be bad in South Louisiana today. We're expecting heavy rain, winds, possible tornadoes. So I wanted to make sure that I did that early, and it's already very windy. So the wind was really just taking my hair to and fro, and I was riding in the car with the windows down. So I figured it would be okay because we're all friends here. These are the color palettes that I chose because I've really been into purples, and I've been really liking these grays. And I also got a palette, which, wow, this one is beautiful. And then swatch those is good because of this. These are just really, really pretty colors. So this does come with 2 pieces of a brush in the palette. You combine them and it gives you a 2-sided brush. One with this kind of fluffy brush and then one that's more densely packed. It's not the greatest brushes that I've ever used, but they're okay too. So just to play, I am going to go in with this taupe color. I'm going to go in with my AVH eye primer. I'm going to go in with this Sonia G Jumbo Blender. And I'm going to take this taupe color and I'm going to go in my crease. I'm going to go in with this light pink color and all over my lid. And I'm going to also use that color to go underneath my brow. And this would be an everyday look for me right here. And I'm going to go in with this burgundy color. What I like about this palette is you can blend and blend and you can soften up all the edges, but you don't blend away the color. With so many of my palettes, the more that I try to blend, the color just goes away. This pigment stays. You can blend it as much as you like, and you can soften all your edges, but you're still gonna have your color. So I'm going to go just inside of that, and I am going to pick up this metallic taupe, kind of a metallic brown taupe color. Actually, I'm going to pat it in, I think, right inside here. Okay, so inside that inner third, I am going to go in with this white, just so you can kind of see. I kind of wanted to do the orange though. And let's go in with this white metallic. These are so soft and so buttery. Literally, you can just pat them on your eyelid. You don't have to do any rubbing or any tugging, and you can deposit the pigment. The quality of this palette, I think, is outstanding. So I'm going to go above all of that with just a little bit of this brown color. And I really think this is a beautiful look. I'm going to take the brown and I'm going to go underneath my eye with it. This is a pretty look. I'm going to take this classic crease brush by Sonia G and I'm going to go back in with this kind of pink color right here, and I'm just going to blend with that color. Just a little bit over it. That's it. Finishing up this Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I'm going to zoom you in. So this is one of the easiest looks to do. Le Prismazine Le 9 de Givenchy eyeshadow palette. They do have it at Sephora. They do have it on the website. Sephora is going to have it on sale. It is the new signature eyeshadow palette created by Nicolas Dijon, the artistic director of Maison Givenchy Parfums. Each eyeshadow palette is unique with 9 creamy shades in matte, satin, glitter, and metallic finishes. It's made in France. Each palette contains a mix of neutrals and a distinct pop of color. Let me zoom you back out so you're not seeing me this close up. So it says each palette contains a mix of neutrals and a distinct pop of color, which allows you to create an infinite range of combinations from the most natural to the most sophisticated look. Each lightweight, travel-friendly palette is perfect for creating looks both at home and on the go. These shadows are blendable, ultra-sensorial, and highly pigmented for an impeccable result that lasts up to 12 hours. I agree that they are long-wearing. I agree that they blend easily. I agree that you are able to do a lot, and I have really switched from liking large palettes to liking these more 9-pans or 6-pan, the smaller palettes with less looks. But I liked the case, I like the packaging, the mirror is really good. Even the little brush that comes with it, although it is not the best brush that I have ever used there, it's a decent brush. And I like that, you know, it fits in the case, but you can connect it for a larger color. So I used this as my complete eye look, except for the mascara and the ABH primer. So I used it for my liner as well, and I think this is definitely a beautiful look. So this one is the Harmony 901 palette, and that is the look that I have on this eye. This is the Harmony 902 palette. This is the Harmony 903. And this is the Harmony 904, which is the other one that I have, that I want from Sephora. Look at this yellow. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those colors. So that one I did not get yet, but that's next on my want list. Okay, let's do the look with the other eye. So I already have it primed. Okay. So look at these shades. Let's swatch them. That pink doesn't show up too much on my forehead, but it's a beautiful color. And the deeper gray. Very pretty colors. If you like, it's really exquisite. with this lilac color all over my lid. In the crease, I am going to go in with this light gray color. As my transition color. Outer V, I'm going to go in with this dark gray metallic. Once again, I love that you can blend it out without getting rid of the pigment. I am going to go in with this rich purple, and I'm going to pack that right inside the V of that dark gray. And then I'm going to go in, and you can use these with brushes. I just find that these apply really great with your finger also. I am going to go in with this color. Very, very creamy metallic. With some glitter. I'm kind of ombreing it in from darker to lighter. And I'm going to go right inside that inner corner. With that lightest pink color. I'm going to take my Sigma tapered blending brush E35, which has been chewed on one end, and I'm going to go in with that lilac color to use as my blending shade. I'm going to go from the inner corner to the outer corner. These are just effortless. These palettes are effortless to blend, effortless to create a look with. I think they're very beginner friendly. I have no makeup talent, and I can create looks that I really like with these. With multiple colors. I'm going to line my under eye. This is a great under eye liner brush. Take my Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and I'm going to finish off that eye look. So we'll bring that in. So this one's definitely my favorite. put some blush and some bronzer on. So this is the finished look. I'm going to zoom you in. So one palette on one eye, one palette on the other eye. I like both looks. This one is probably my favorite. Every time I look at a color combination like this, I think of my friend Nathan. Nathan saying, because like, why would anybody want to put brown in their eyes? It just cracks me up every time. I think because we're old and because we're boring. Me. So I've been trying to punch it up a little bit, and Nathan, I do have a little bit of burgundy on this eye and a little bit of silver mixed with my brown. And look at that purple. I've really enjoyed spending some time with you. I hope you're all doing good, and until the next video, go out and live like Melody.